Okay. Well, it is, I guess, that time of the month where I have to recap whatever the fuck the Cubs have been doing. It seems like I always dread these for whatever reason, no matter what they're good or bad. There's a special extra of dread of seeing my team continually do things that nobody else has ever done. Nobody should ever do. But whatever. Let's start out. Let's start out with something that could actually bring some happiness to the team. So we start out the month with a series against the Diamondbacks. We win by 1 run thanks to Colin Rea. We win by 2 runs thanks to Imanaga, and we win by 4 runs thanks to Boyd. You know, pretty relatively normal sweep. I mean, it is the Diamondbacks. They have not um, been the greatest. Just just whatever. But that would be Boyd's final start for some time. What was that? Because oh yeah, I'm pretty sure this dude he was playing with his kids. Is that the correct one? Yeah, he's playing with his fucking kids. Snapped his leg. That might have been a different guy. I don't know, but one of them just Boyd has to now go out, and we are now stuck with I don't know who we're stuck with, but we'll see. Just you love to see even more fucking injuries to our players that should actually be starting. That's his second injury of the year, by the way. I mean, he is 35, so I guess it makes sense, but ugh. Whatever, it's fine. We have 5 straight wins, counting last month. So that's pretty cool, I guess. But now we have the Reds. The Reds are trying for some reason to fight, and game one is a Michael Conforto pinch hit home run to win the game. Honestly, I didn't know Conforto had game. And then a 10th inning RBI single by Bush, who also tied the game earlier to win it in the 10th inning. Another 10th inning win. Apparently, the Reds had like 1 run games locked down, and then they just pissed it away. And what do you know? We won another one. 9 straight. Nine straight, and then a pretty easy win against the Texas Rangers results in our second 10-game winning streak. And we were flying high at the top of the division. The Brewers were, you know, there. Cardinals, Pirates, and Reds are all still good. Apparently, being above 500 is just something everyone's contractually obligated to do. And yeah, I don't. But all good things come to an end. We get shut out by the fucking Rangers. This is the same Rangers team that is still somehow sitting second in the West. I don't know. And then we get shut out again. That's two straight shutouts. We got shut out by the equivalent of Jack Leader. Really? Jack Leader and Jacob DeGrom. Where the hell are they getting these guys from? Old man is still pitching? All right, damn. That's not the greatest form to come into a series against the NL best Braves. The Braves are by far one of the best teams in this whole thing. Just by far they have, you know, pretty much everything. And then, yep, that doesn't help when we get shut out for 2 straight, and so we lose. Then we lose again. But hey, we get the win on the final day. It is at the Braves after all, so taking one of three is fine enough, I guess. Ben Brown did a good enough job. He's actually started to hold out on his own. He's not doing the terrorist things that he was known for. But, we started the series. We're now sitting at 28-12, still top of the division. Just chilling up there. Then we have the White Sox. Pretty easy win, 10-5. But then it broke. So there was apparently an incident between PCA and a fan. I don't know if this was this game or one of the other games, where he said some things that he probably shouldn't have, and that would eventually get him a fine from the MLB. I won't repeat what it is, mostly because I don't remember what it is. Just shit that should not be said from someone of his caliber. You gotta remember that this dude is a rich white kid that grew up with a lot of things that many people don't have. Is the Crow and the Armstrong part, a part of his name is the significance, because both of them are celebrities, actors to be specific, and he's pretty, he does not know us. So when he says shit like that, it's good that he now knows to not do that again. And he hasn't repeated it. It's only been half a month, but he hasn't repeated it. So, give him the fine. It isn't really worth a suspension, because there's much worse they could have said, like the N-word or something. But whatever. It proceeds to spiral into 2 straight losses, and we lose the series to the fucking White Sox off of a walk-off home run in the 10th inning to catcher, who up to that point had 0 home runs all season. And that's where the bad luck starts to hit, okay? So, obviously, we continue the season. We have the fucking Brewers next. We get swept by them. We have the Astros next. We get swept by them. And then we have the Pirates in a 4-game series. We lose 2 straight. And we have a 10-game losing streak. This is the second time that a team has ever had two 10-winning streaks and then a 10 losing streak. That was the Dodgers of 2017. So hey, at least they made the World Series. But I guess whoever beats us in the World Series, we'll just call cheaters and move on. But anyway, I'm just kidding. I kid. But losing those 10 games was not fun, especially since the Houston Astros are still currently sitting 4th to last in one of the most dog shit divisions of all time. I mean, this division is worse than the AL Central. How bad is it that it is worse than the fucking AL Central or whatever? It's, what? It's fine. You just gotta sometimes calm yourself down. It's 10 games. I would akin to, the fact that we have 160 games. That's about 10 times more than the original NFL schedule. So having two 10-game winning streaks means you went 2-0, but then having 10-game losing streak, it's 2-1. As of now, it's at the end of the streak where we gave up fucking 12 runs to the goddamn Pirates, throwing out Jordan Wicks. Is that even his name? Yes, Jordan Wicks as a starter. This man is not a starting pitcher. That is how bad the injuries have gotten. At some point, Cabrera also got injured, pulled from an inning due to blisters. Imanaga just keeps giving up, home runs, but he's still somehow one of our better pitchers. And what was it? Yeah, he got injured after the Milwaukee game, in which he only went 3 innings. I'm not going to list any of the injuries because I don't feel like doing it, but then there was like Hunter Harvey, Assad for some reason getting sent to the fucking minors, and like, why was Assad not starting those games? I don't understand why Assad wasn't starting the games in which Wicks was. it's not like Assad has been like completely asinine. He's 3-1 with a 5.8 ERA, yes, but he can do a better job than giving up. I don't fucking know. 8 runs, 8 earned runs on 4.1 against the Pirates. I get the Pirates are, starting to become competent this year, but my lord, you cannot be serious with this shit. Like, after this great run of form, you lose 10 fucking straight. You lose 13. You lose 14 of 16. What the fuck are you doing? What? I don't even want to go through any of them individually because it's a fucking 10-game losing streak. Last season, you didn't even have one more than 3. You went from, being steadily consistent last year to the most hot and cold team of all time. What the fuck are we doing? What? Whatever. It's fine. It's fine. That means we're due for another 10-game win streak, right? Right? I mean, I guess we're going to start it out well. 10 runs against the Pirates. Ian Happ hitting a home run. Woo! It was around this point that Council did the thing that he was very, very against of before, which is actually change the fucking starting lineup. For whatever reason, during the Astros series, he decided to put PCA at first. Not at first base, but number 1 in the lineup. Which, I mean, it didn't really help for the most part, but eventually he started to figure it out a little. Okay, well, we won 10-4, and then we tied the series against the Pirates. Mind you, when we lost that final game, we were sitting dead last. Even during, I was at the 5-game point, we were still first in the fucking division. We were still first, but then we deleted the 5th in no time at all. I hate this division so much, but whatever, it's fine. You know what? We eventually climbed out to 2nd place or something, but then this most recent series against the Cardinals, I get, two of the games you had to start guys that you normally don't start, but you know what? You won the fucking game with Ben Brown. Okay, he might be getting better, but he's still not fully formed. We lost to a guy with the name of what? We lost in a fucking bullpen game. Their guy didn't even go for more than 3 fucking innings, and we still lost. What are you fucking doing, man? What are you doing? At least you showed up for the Fox game, but what are you doing? Now you're sitting at 32-28. Mind you, you started the month 19-12. You've gone backwards. How the hell have you gone backwards? At some point in this fucking... you were literally... What is it? 27-12? 27-12. Now you're 32-28. What the hell are you doing? No, this is nothing on Craig Counsell. I don't know why people even say that he should be yeeted for this because it's one stretch of form. But what the fuck are you doing, bats? The bats have just not shown up in the slice. We're getting out hit by the Pirates. We're getting out pitched by the Cardinals. That is how bad we are doing right now. I don't understand what our players we've bought players that only know how to be, really hot or ice cold. None of them are fucking consistent. It's just, I may be yelling into the clouds, but You could have bought more. I know you could have bought more. There's a good amount of other players that exist, you know, that you decided to just not buy. I get not getting Tucker, because don't even bother with that. Tucker was never going to come after the Dodgers sent him that much amount of money. Like, whenever this whole CBA negotiation is over, and if they do somehow implement a salary cap, the Cubs are never really going to be good again. Because the only thing, like, I don't trust them in a salary cap league to do much of note, simply because while we do, find a good amount of bargain buys, none of them are ever batting bargain buys. Outside of Conforto, like, Conforto and, oh shit, what was that one guy? Damn it, I already forgot about him. Like, that one guy in 24. Like, outside of that, there really hasn't been bargain buys in terms of hitting. And unfortunately, in this league, you're going to need some bats that are pretty consistent, 300, 270, 280 hitters. We have one. His name is Nico Hoerner. He is a precious baby. Should never be let go. He shall stay on the team forever, especially with that contract. But this thing is fucking annoying me. I hate this thing with a burning passion. Please just allow me to get over to here, please. So, okay, where's our starting line? Okay, so, like, Nico Hoerner, for whatever reason, they decided to put him back in number 1. PCA, he has been painfully average. I mean, obviously he was never, like, what is he sitting? 237, 7 home runs. Like, he had that one hot stretch, but outside of that, he's just been kind of there. Alex Bregman, the one guy that we spent a bunch of money on, is hitting 259 with 5 home runs. He's hitting less home runs than the guy that we know for sure cannot hit home runs. Was it Suzuki then? I mean, did 244, 7 home runs, 19 RBI, good lord. Ian Happ, he's done fine enough. 230 is not great, but he's hit 13 home runs, so whatever. You can find his form at some point. Kelly is somehow the batting average guy over here, but he can't hit home runs for the life of him. That's fine. Bush, 243. We're finally getting Kevin Alcantara his back to the starting lineup. We need him to, like, actually play games. I don't know why we haven't. And then the pick of the bunch, Dansby Swanson with the 183. You've picked really solely based off of guys who can produce defensive highlights, like the best of the best defensive highlights. It seems like every other game I see our team, produce really great defensive highlights, and you're just like, wow, it should be a whole hell of a lot better. You know who's actually leading the entire league in defense? The Boston Red Sox. The Red Sox, as you may have heard, already fired their coach and are piss poor this season. Like, Miami Marlins, piss poor level of season. Like, defense in baseball, while it can get you somewhere, it's not going to get you everywhere. What can get you everywhere is somebody, for the life of them. Like, for a team to actually win, I believe that, a good amount of your lineup must be hitting at least 280 or something. I'm not asking for 300. The days of hitting 300 are long gone for most players, but I thought the point of the season was that we finally went all in. To me, I thought the point of this season was to go all in. Last season was supposed to be a building step for this season where we are supposed to be doing much better. But at this point in the season last year, we were sitting first, comfortably first. And even though all the other teams are, definitely doing much better, we still would have been leading the fucking division at this point of the season. And yet we're not. Like, I know you can get to your hot stuff, but I never, ever want to see you in that fucking cold stage ever. Because that cold is cold. Like, colder than a high school team. And I'm talking about the high school teams that don't have much, resources and can barely field 9 people. They do work. They sometimes get to the point where they do worse than that. I can't even say anything like, oh, you should like tell him to coach him, but like this. It's not the coach's fault. It's the players that seem to all, be at the same exact ebbs and flow. It'd be perfectly fine if your guys' ebbs and flows were at different times, because then that means that certain players are doing well at certain times, so you put them in more than the players that are currently cold. What the fuck is Craig Counsell supposed to do when everyone gets fucking cold at the same time? It's so fucking annoying. Like, I envy him for, like, just having to deal with that. And, like, it all just seems to not do it right. And I know I'm not watching the team as much anymore because I cannot take the mental capacity of watching them play every game these days. It's just not. I tried it last season. It made me feel like this team was doing worse than what it was actually doing. I just watch the games I actually have the availability to watch because I don't pay for marquee out of here. Just like, please, like, I get the whole consistency bit, but like of last season how it was kind of asinine, but it's still infinitely better than having stretches where you lose 10 straight games. Like, we are currently sitting with a very similar, if not same record, I haven't checked in a little bit, as the fucking White Sox. The White Sox team that is, being held back by shitty ownership. Yeah, they figured it out. It may have had to do with the fact that they took a flyer on this Murakami guy, and he's, suddenly pretty good. But the rest of their team is doing pretty well, on a consistent basis. We can't find any sort of consistency. And that's just not going to get you anywhere. Because as of now, you're heading towards what you were before last season. 83 and 79. You remember that hell? The hell of trying to hope that you do enough for a fucking wild card spot? You can't be doing that. Everyone expected the Brewers to, not to be the same, but oh no, they are the exact fucking same as they've been all year. Oh no, they traded Freddie Peralta? So they have a damn good culture. Alright? We've got to out-culture that. We got to figure out players that don't have the same fucking, ice cold and flaming hot, as each other. All of them have to be, having their ebbs and flows. That's how baseball is. Ebbs and flows at different, ups and downs, different times. I know I sound fucking crazy in this, and I get that. You got to find players that don't have the same, peaks and valleys as each other. Or else you're just not going to win games. Like, yeah, you win, those couple of, 10 games in a row, where all the players are, firing hot. You win them by 10, but when you're fucking, just not hitting the ball and you lose by 5, Even just by 1 for 10 straight. Doesn't matter. Run differential does not matter in this league. It is because we have this thing called games between teams, and that is how most of the shit is decided. We don't do goal difference. Run difference. This is not soccer. This is baseball. We have slightly better metrics. I don't know. Like, you gotta win the games in which, maybe half your roster is not doing great, but if your other half of the roster is, doing fine. If half your roster is sucking while the other half of the roster is being good, you're going to win a lot more games than if, you know, both of them are, hot and everyone's hot and cold at the same time. They just are. And it's kind of what it was like last season. And I don't know, you shorten, like, you've shortened the amount of time in which you can just fuck around. Like, you now gotta actually lock in. Because this upcoming month, by God, these are some easy-ass teams they have to play. Like, what was it? Okay, so you play the Athletics, who are currently sitting third in the AL West. You're going to be playing the Giants, who are currently sitting fourth in the NL West. You got to play the Rockies, who are the Rockies. Then you play the Giants again. Then you play the Rockies again. And then you finally get to some hard team in the Blue Jays, who are also under 500, but they have the talent to do something. You have the Mets, who are under 500. Then the Brew Crew, then the Padres. That is your entire next month. You have to take advantage of that. Because if you don't, if we're sitting here come July 1st at even just like 8 games above 500, then something has gone terribly wrong this month. That means probably multiple losses to the Rockies, to the Giants, even a loss to the fucking Athletics. You've got to dramatically improve this month, or else your wild card chances, because as of now we're not in the wild card, your wild card chances are going bye-bye. Your divisional chances, bye-bye. Just figure it out. Stop everyone having ice cold and, flaming hot moments at the same time. Find people who won't get fucking injured pitching the damn ball. And maybe you'll actually be like 20 games above 500 next time I see you. Okay? But we got to see some dramatic improvement this month. This easy-ass month. Up until the Brewers. Like, you got to come into that Brewers series with some flaming hot shit. With, 60% of your roster hitting pretty damn well. Alright? I don't need 100% of the roster to be hitting damn well. I just need 60% of them to hit damn well. Because that's when you win games. When 6 of the 9 people that are in your lineup are hitting well, that's going to automatically get you some free wins. Especially if, some other team's pitching is going to get fucking decimated. I don't need all of you flaming hot. I just need a good amount of you to... I just need a little over half of you to, actually do something. Okay? Now, before this thing, fucking dies, I guess I'll just stop yammering. I know this is my monthly yammer about this team, but, like... Just need to do something! Just need to do something. I mean, the World Cup is in, 9 days. I'll be more cheering for that. I don't know if I'm going to make shit about it. I'll probably make a post, that's it, but yeah. So I'll be doing for next month. I guess just watching Cubs, because there's nothing else for me to watch, am I right? Alright. Catch you later. See ya.